Hey everybody, what's up? Kevin, aka Shadow Saga here, bring you another comic book review. And this is just not only a comic book review, this is actually my first trade paperback. Yeah, thanks for correcting me there. And it's pretty much one of my favorite books of all time, to be honest with you. I think this is a great book. This is the Sonic Universe, the Shadow Saga. This was made in 2011, so that's like 2 or a year and a half ago.
Well, really 2 years ago, because we're in the new year.
Yeah, but I don't know the exact date when this is made, but it wasn't around 2011 though. So yeah, this was made from Flynn and Yardley. I don't know their first names because I wasn't really big into comic book names, but I really love this book, and I'm going to explain why. This certain saga or issue had there's 4 different issues in here, and they all talk about Shadow's adventure in the Sonic universe. So here we go with issue 1, and as soon as it starts, you see Shadow and Metal Sonic fighting each other. I corrected myself, thank you.
Oh wow, there's Metal Sonic.
Yeah, so for some reason Shadow and Metal Sonic are fighting each other. And Shadow, he's trying to convince that Metal Sonic doesn't have to do this for Dr. Eggman, which is Metal Sonic's creator. Like, he's using it for evil, and that he should join Shadow and try and make the world better. Saying that, like, he's...
Make it better. What?
Why do we have to go on
I was just dancing, too. And, of course, Metal Sonic doesn't give a crap and just kicks Shadow right over the head and trying to make him drown. And, oh yeah, Blaze, the cat, and Marine the raccoon find him and save him. And they introduced themselves and talked about what's been happening here. And Blaze has been telling Shadow about her past with Sonic and Eggman, that she saw visions of villains or whatever and all that, and they decided to team up against Metal Sonic. When they find him, he was destroying Blaze's island right here, and Shadow tries to convince Blaze that we should like reason with him, but she's like, he's attacking my people, he doesn't get a chance. So Blaze and Metal Sonic fight, and Blaze got kicked out of, like, beaten up pretty bad. So Shadow tries to turn, but that doesn't go too well. Marine, she wasn't even close. Nothing at all. Look at it, the top screen. She's not even putting up a fight. But, yeah, like a few scenes after that, Shadow once again tries to convince him, and he said something very interesting. He says that you are the only weapon in the Doctor's eyes as a tool, something only for misery and destruction, and he tells him to let put their differences behind us, our battle behind us, reject the Doctor, and help him save the world. And Metal Sonic, he says something interesting too. He says, quote, and I quote, "This unit's function is to serve Dr. Robotnik, both living weapons, both operating to achieve their function. You are not different. You simply have an opposing function. This unit must destroy you, and you must destroy this unit." And Shadow really doesn't like that, so he has no choice, and that happens.
I had to interrupt. So this isn't Dr. Eggman in it, it's Robotnik?
Yeah, they call him Robotnik more than he does Eggman in this series.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
He was originally named Robotnik.
Oh.
They just changed him to Eggman afterwards. Like after certain games. I forgot when they first called him Eggman.
I think it was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, or...
I think it was Sonic Adventure, actually, or maybe a little behind...
I don't remember, really.
Alright, so Metal Sonic's been defeated. And Shadow's trying to find his way home, but he can't because he doesn't have a Chaos Emerald. But, Blaze had one actually here. See here, now we can, so he said his thanks, and she said her thanks, and it's great to meet you and all that. And Shadow heads back to Mobius in GUNHQ, where you see this girl named Hope, who's only in the comic series, and the commander, Abraham Tower, as the character, the same one you saw in Shadow the Hedgehog game. And he returns, and Shadow returns back, and he says like a mission accomplished, but his mission's not over yet because he has another one tonight. So, and that leads to.
You know you don't have to scream, Kev, right? You can just talk regularly. My microphone.
What are you talking about?
You're a little loud.
Screaming. I want them to hear me.
They'll hear you.
Well, he's building excitement in the comic.
Building excitement up, man.
Alright, so we go on to issue 2 now. And the way it starts off was pretty interesting. This took place 1 year ago in Prison Island. This was during the Sonic Adventure 2 game. You see Shadow and Sonic fighting.
Sonic always
This is
wins.
back then. Shut up. It didn't. So yeah, they have this whole fight going on. And then, right after that, they go back to the present day. Sonic and his friends are inside some barrier in New Megapolis outside the Egg Dome. And Shadow tells Sonic that him and Rouge are going on a mission to destroy some sort of cannon that Eggman has created. To destroy, like, I don't know, what was it? I think it was like some sort of island or whatever. But whatever. And he wants to know if Sonic can join. And of course Sonic says, sure, why not? And so yeah, they set on. Meanwhile, another flashback shows up. And this wasn't shown in the game. This was a very shocking thing I saw. This wasn't appear in the game, just to let you know that. They showed Sonic and Shadow teaming up for a few moments just to save Rouge and the Chaos Emeralds. So they saved her and the Emeralds, and Shadow used Chaos Controlled out of the thing before it explodes, because Prison Island exploded right after that. And alright, back to the present. Rouge, Shadow, and Sonic, they meet up. And they go inside the canyon, and Rouge is going to hack the system while the others try to evade and destroy the cannons. And Rouge doesn't do a good job. She actually triggers some sort of self-destruction in the console, as you see here on the bottom screen.
Well, bottom panel, actually.
Yeah, bottom panel, right.
Yeah.
Alright, and yet another flashback. You see the rocket. This was after Shadow saved Rouge. And, I don't know, this is weird. They keep going back to the past and then the present and the past and present. Yeah, they're still trying to destroy the canyon, but for some reason they messed up and they aimed it to where it's supposed to fire, which is not a good thing. So yeah, another part of the past here, you see the prototype. This was also in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It was like in the last story where the prototype was alive and is using the space colony Ark to destroy the Earth, but they turned to Super Shadow and Super Sonic.
Super Saiyan.
They're not Saiyans.
Close enough.
Yeah. So, in the present now, it seems pretty much hopeless, so Shadow uses his, like, he takes off his inhibitor rings and makes them more powerful and faster and all that. He just loses more stamina when he does it, though, so it's a big risk. And back to the past yet again. They both use Chaos Control to seal away or transport the prototype somewhere else so he can never bother Earth again. And show Shadow just about the brink of his death, and then right to the present, he's alright. And Sonic's not going to live through that again. So they succeeded, and they give their respects to each other, and Sonic leaves, and Shadow and Rouge go on their way back to headquarters, and that's it. And now that was the first half. Now we move on to the last of this half, issue 3, and it starts off with an old character that we know from the first Sonic Adventure.
Isn't it?
I think so, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so it starts off with E102 Gamma, who was in the first Sonic Adventure, and he was pretty much dead in that game. I don't know how he came back. Maybe this is in a universe, a different universe.
Or
I'm not
it could
sure.
be before time.
It is called Sonic Universe, so it could be another universe. But anyway, so the commander tells Shadow to recruit him like being him a new member of Gun, despite of Gamma being a loner, because he was never like he was never like teamed up with anyone. He's always by himself. And Robotnik, or Eggman as you call him, he tells E123 Omega to go after Gamma and destroy him for betraying him and destroying his brothers, whatnot. That's what Eggman calls them. So, yeah, they move on his way. Shadow moves into a snowy area hours later, and he spots Gamma right from the start. And he tells Gamma to join his headquarters, and Gamma realizes that he has been alone for a long time, and maybe it'll start a new life for him, so he accepts it. And while they're on their way back to headquarters for a job well done, Omega comes out and just ruins it all and starts attacking both Shadow and Gamma. Actually, Shadow attacks Omega, and he tells Gamma to get to headquarters immediately as soon as he can. So he's giving him a chance to run away. So while Shadow and Omega fighting, Gamma's running, and a few panels later, Omega takes down Shadow momentarily and chases after Gamma, and he tells Gamma that there's no use running away. You're an older model. Your jetpack is pathetic, and your armor is weak, and he has no chance of winning. And then Gamma says that he's downloaded his file. He says his armor's heavy, but so is he. His speed is great, but he's unwieldy, and his jets are stronger, but you're louder. So this is interesting. Like, he attacks Omega from behind and tells him that he's a walking arsenal, and Gamma's an assassin. So then after that, he tells him that, like, Gamma tells Omega that he doesn't have to live this life. He can start freely, and like he has. And of course Omega doesn't buy it. Like, we're robots, we don't have any souls or whatnot. And Gamma proves him wrong, and it does not get pretty. Just after this, look what happens here. Went boom. And you see the bird right there. Like, you used to play the Sonic games, right? Like, after you kill a robot, like destroy it, they turn into an animal, because the animal is inside.
Bird, yellow bird, etc.
Exactly. Eggman captured the animals and turned them into robots.
You have to free the animals.
Exactly. That's what happened to Gamma. Gamma is gone now, or is he? Because says here that Gamma isolated the coding that he developed when he gained my own will and sent it to Omega. So Gamma's physical body is dead, but his soul is alive inside Omega. So now it's Omega that joins Shadow's HQ, the Gun HQ. So this is actually better because Omega is stronger. He's a better model, despite of his jets being louder and all that. Whatever. And yeah, there we go. Last issue, number 4. Alright, so where do we start? Okay, so they start a new mission, and it's a really crazy one. It's a special. They're supposed to go to the special zone. If you guys remember the special zones, it's like a bonus level where you get like the Chaos Emerald, whatnot.
Oh, you mean like when you get like over 50
exactly
coins and you have to find a Chaos Emerald? Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a ring on it. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying coins.
Well, they don't show it in here, but that's the whole point. And when they arrive, it gets really crazy. I never even seen this guy before. This guy named Feist, this panda bear here is supposed to be some sort of god that is entertained with challenges. Like he makes up his own challenges. I mean, I never even seen this guy before. I think he's only in the comic books.
Yeah, I think he's only in comics because I don't remember him being in games.
So, Feist makes this challenge for Shadow and Rouge that they have to get the Chaos Emerald in time. But Shadow doesn't really care, so he just tries to Chaos Control his way out of here. But it don't work. Because there's no Chaos Emerald for him to use Chaos Control with. Like, he can feel the absence of the Chaos Energy, but he can't tap into it. Which is crazy, because Feist is supposed to be some sort of god. Like a godlike being, so they just had no choice and accepted the challenge. And just when they were about to get there, they failed. As you see right here. And Commander's not very pleased with it, but they explain like it's some sort of god being and they don't know what to do, and Shadow feels guilty that it's his fault because he's supposed to be ultimate life form. So he gets really mad, and while trading with Omega, they had some sort of sparring match. And Omega knows like how he's feeling, and he shouldn't be upset about what happened. But Shadow doesn't care. He's still mad about at himself for what happened to him. And then this scene here, this Hulk girl, another character that I assume that's only in the comic books. She finds Shadow in her like hiding spot, like where she can look at the sky and all that. And Shadow tells her that that he's sorry that he failed his mission and he's supposed to be perfect, which he isn't. And oh, she said, "You don't have to worry. I'm not perfect either." And she talks about her stepbrother Snively. If you guys remember Snively in the cartoons, you know what I'm talking about. He convinced her to leave Knothole and explore the United Federation on her own. But it was gone afterwards, and Sokka and the others didn't really want her back after that. But Shadow said it doesn't really matter. You stepped to your failure, and it's not your fault. You've been deceived. And they had a good conversation afterwards, and they promised each other to always be there for one another and to protect Mobius, not to mention the whole world. And so after that little discussion, Team Dark was formed, which consists of Shadow, Rouge, and Omega. They go to the special zone together, because Omega wasn't there last time. So they confront Feist once again to try and complete another challenge for them. So they have to enter this maze. They have to enter the center of it to get the Chaos Emerald in a limited amount of time, of course.
So basically, all it is just really getting the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, in this issue, pretty much, yes. So they keep searching and searching until they find it. And once again, they failed, even though they were extremely close. Like, he was practically touching it. So, yeah, Omega, they didn't really give a crap about what he did anymore. So, you know what? Omega's like, screw this, and just go to Plan B and just blast the stuffing out of his face. Even though that Feist was a god, they didn't really care. And Feist gets pissed off. And he says, like, how dare you assault a god in his domain? And this is one of my favorite lines in this book. Shadow says, deny me all you want, but with this, even a god must bow to the ultimate life form. And he just Chaos Controls right out of it. And he got the Chaos Emerald, everybody's happy, mission accomplished. And that's it. That's pretty much the rest of his fan art and short comics and stuff, jokes and whatever, and profiles, and yeah. I absolutely love this book, to be honest. I really do. Like, when I first saw it, I actually picked this up at Comic-Con, like, I don't know, maybe it was 2 years ago or maybe 3 years ago, but
what did you think of the artwork?
I loved it. I loved the artwork, in my view. I mean, if you guys have a different opinion, that's completely fine, but I personally love it. I love this book. I truly do. I wish I could find more of these.
They sell them on Amazon. Volume 2 was, let me see in a minute.
This was...
What would you rate it?
There was
5 out of
there are other
5.
volumes.
Definite 5 out of 5.
There are other volumes. Volume 2 was supposed to be here. Volume 2 is 30 years later, and then I think there was a Silver Saga. I think that was Volume 3.
Yeah, maybe I'll pick that one up. Oh, it says Sonic Universe Volume 1. Collect Sonic Universe 1 through 4. Okay. But this is a definite 5 out of 5. The artwork was great. The stories were excellent. This is very interesting to me, and I really love Shadow the Hedgehog. I have 2 other Shadow comics, but I'll view them whenever. I don't know. It might be a long, long time, though. But whenever I get around to it. If it comes to my mind, I'll do it, but for now, this is good. This is really good.
Volume 3 is Knuckles Returns. Volume... Oh, they're giving me issues now. No, these are issues. Well, Volume 3 is Knuckles Returns. Volume 2 is 30 years later.
Yeah, I'll probably try and get that, because I'm also a Knuckles fan.
Yeah, and, you can't find... Wait. Is this it? No, 43 is Silver, so... Issue number 43 is Silver, so...
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, whenever I can, but I have other stuff to do. But definitely recommended for any comic book fan or Sonic fan, whatever. I think this is a perfect book for all of us.
Yeah.
I really love it. So, if you can, buy it wherever. If not, then that's okay. That's yours. I know you have other stuff to do. But everything about it to me is really, really good.
Volume 4 is Journey to the East.
Volume 5?
No, I did not find 5.
Alright.
Well, do you want me to help him with the outro?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Make sure you subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc. Check out comicrelated.com for all your info and news about comics. And
You're part of Dark Avenger Inc. Plus.
Yeah, see me in Dark Avenger Inc. Plus right here and Shadow 000. I forgot to mention this. I probably will be doing game reviews and game walkthroughs one day, whenever I get around to that.
And Facebook page.
Yeah, and Facebook page, Dark Avenger Inc. Check that. Contact us on Skype.
And also, you could send your comments because
oh yeah, with your likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
Questions, etc.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll be more than happy
comments
to
are much
answer you.
appreciated. If I left out anything, let me know. That'd be great.
Kevin's favorite character is Shadow.
Mine is Sonic.
I like Shadow.
Well, of course, you like anything opposite of me.
No, I just like Shadow.
Yep. All right.
I play as Sonic though.
Haha.
Okay. Whatever. All right. So that's it for this book. Definitely love it. Probably my favorite trade paperback. 5 out of 5. Artwork's great. Storyline's fantastic. Should check it out. All right. So I think that's it for this week. But next week I'll be reviewing more. Don't know what though, but will definitely show it when I find out, which is next Saturday. But until then, check out other videos that others have been doing, like Chris here.
Everybody else on
yeah,
Dark Avenger
everyone
Inc.
else.
Plus.
Yep. Under Rack 18 here.
Yep, rock on.
I love how Mike hits his legs, so it's like, oh, don't forget about me, Kevin.
I didn't hit my legs. I just went like this because.
Like, oh yeah, that guy
so much attention.
Whatever.
So much attention. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I did a good job. I helped you explain what happened.
And enjoy some Shadow shit.
Yeah. Some Shadow shit.
Mother Trucking Kevin.
Yep. That's my new name when I'm doing game reviews. Mother Trucking Kevin. So go ahead and check all the vids here on Dark Avenger Inc. plus Dark Avenger Inc. of course. And I guess I'll see you next time, next week, as a matter of fact. So, see you later, you happy people, true believers, comic book fans, YouTube community. Take care. Hope you have a good day.
And don't forget to feed your dog.
Yep, don't forget to feed your dog. Good night and good fight from Kevin Shadow 00, aka Mother Trucking Kevin. Hope to see you next time.
A.K.A. Mr. Whistlethorpe.
No, it's Mr. Huggles, you fool.
It's a whistle.
You refer to me as my proper name.
You bet, Father Huggles.
Take care, everybody.
Fine, Father Huggles, Mr. Huggles, I don't care. As long as it has Huggles in it. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves and each other.